Manchester United won their last league visit to Huddersfield 45 years ago, courtesy of goals from Best, Law and Charlton. There were no style over substance debates that day, as the current team bid to make a smooth return to winning ways. The Huddersfield side that will try and stop them shows 3 changes from their defeat at Swansea, as Moy, Lover and Williams return. Record signing Steve Mounier is back amongst the substitutes. 4 changes to Manchester United from their Champions League trip to Lisbon, including Phil Jones' return to defence and a first Premier League start of the season for Jesse Lingard. Romelu Lukaku has 16 goals in 15 games for club and country so far this season.
Where are you today?
Huddersfield get us underway. This was a fixture that was highlighted on their calendar as soon as they came out for the Premier League season. But it's not about nostalgia now, it's about trying to take something from this game. Against the Manchester United team still unbeaten so far this season. Seven points from the first 9 for David Wagner's team. That little mini honeymoon start well and truly over. And this one of the more sterner challenges of the campaign. Their last home game saw them well beaten by Spurs. Cold, wet, windy day in Huddersfield is where perhaps in the long run titles might be won and lost. Martial on his return to the team after being on the bench in the week. Smith's throw for Huddersfield. Smalling's header, then Matic, flicked on by Lingard in the central role behind Lukaku. Strong and fair challenge from Ashley Young. Phil Jones, who pass fit to maintain his record of every single second in the Premier League so far this season for Manchester United. Herrera, dispossessed by De Poitre. Huddersfield, who were far too open against Tottenham here in their last home game, hoping to have learnt lessons along the way. That's one back by Herrera, trying to link up with Martial. The one thing Huddersfield will never complain about on their return to the top flight after 45 years is the support. Magnificent noise around the St John Smith Stadium. De Poitre putting Jones under pressure. Lingard. Had to be very patient for his chance in the Premier League this season. Jesse Lingard. Young, who's playing at left back today. Strong swirling wind out there as well. Kachunga. This is Williams, the American. Just his second Premier League start after his summer arrival from Reading. Forward from Hogg, who was able to win that back from Lukaku. Aaron Moy amongst those recalled today, who of course Huddersfield signed permanently from Manchester City. His very successful campaign last season on loan. Foul on Lingard by Schindler. As you can hear, the locals didn't have the same opinion of Lee Mason, the referee. Valencia. Long from Matic, trying to search out Lukaku. Good strength, he was able to get the shot in as well. Lursel couldn't hold it first time. Huddersfield will have noted the way Lukaku got in there. Thumbs up from the ball from the Nemanja Matic. Has the little look up there, the Serbian. Good movement from Lukaku. Jorgensen did his best to put him off. Lukaku. Every Huddersfield player, understandably perhaps, back inside their own half. Here's Kachunga. Lover. Oh, now there's an incident. Off the ball, the referee is able to defuse the situation. Tommy Smith, the Huddersfield captain, appears to be a little upset with Anthony Martial. Lee Mason reacted quickly there to stop the play. And he's reaching already, the referee. It's a yellow card for both Tommy Smith and Anthony Martial inside the first 7.5 minutes. That was the challenge from Smith. It's what happened afterwards. Their little flick from Anthony Martial. Silly from the Frenchman, both booked. And that was Martial again, and he has to be careful. It's a Huddersfield free kick. Ashley Young just with a word in the 21-year-old's ear. Aaron Moy to take this for the newly promoted team, cleared by Young. Young in ahead of Ince. Now Lingard. Lukaku wanted the diagonal ball, it's gone to Martial instead. Lingard continued his run. And that's a Manchester United free kick. Schindler was always struggling. It's a yellow card for Christopher Schindler. It's a lively start at the John Smith Stadium. Pace of Lingard mistimed by Schindler. Three yellow cards in the first 10 minutes from Lee Mason. Whipped in by Young, who was inviting as well. It was just over Chris Smalling. Just going back to this incident between Martial and Smith. There's the challenge. And he just has a little flick there. And as play goes on, there's the little coming together, which was something and nothing really, as Martial went after Smith. Valencia. Little nudge from Lukaku on Schindler. That's the hand in the back. from Lersa. The Poitou is looking for something after his challenge with Valencia. Schindler wins it in the air ahead of Lukaku. Williams. Williams caught by Valencia, the referee happy for play to continue. This is Ince. Floating it in towards Kachunga. No problems for De Gea. Had a second of promise here. Nothing really Kachunga could do with that. Herrera. Good work from Lukaku. Lingard couldn't quite find Martial. Confidently done by Hogg. Here goes Lerva. Tom Ince. Kachunga. Now Williams. Cut out by Young. Still alive here, Kachunga. Just lost his footing. Huddersfield had committed bodies forward. And Martial has committed another foul. Huddersfield free kick. He is on that tightrope. In from Moy. Oh, it was an enticing one. Put behind by Lukaku. It's a Huddersfield corner. Excellent delivery from the Australian. The Poitou was the closest to it. And it was Manchester United centre forward back defending. In from Moy again. Jones first to it. And Williams in ahead of Valencia. Lingard's not going to reach that. Whisper it quietly, but it's his team's best defensive start to a season for 10 years. It's breaking down the other defence that is the challenge at the moment for them. Young. Herrera. Huddersfield quite happy for Manchester United to have it in this kind of area. Herrera. Now Mata. Given away by Martial. Overhit by Kachunga. Valencia taking on Ince. Aware of Lingard's position. Very crowded in there, but Lingard's carried on. Did well to survive the first challenge from Lerva. The second one was from Ince. Jesse Lingard cannot believe eventually that's gone against him. That might have been a free kick. So too might that have been, and in the end, for protecting the ball, it went Huddersfield's way. Lukaku. Good strength from him. He's demanding the ball from Ashley Young. And he's got there as well, Lukaku, ahead of Schindler. Matic. Huddersfield got bodies back quickly behind the ball. That's a nice turn from Ashley Young, though. Is there a quality delivery at the end of it? It was towards Martial. Herrera took it, and Herrera scuffed it. Just a little more encouraging from Manchester United's point of view in this kind of area. Jorgensen denied Martial the opportunity, and in the end Herrera's wasn't one. Herrera. Martial just coming across this right-hand side. Lingard being chased by Moy. Just overhit the pass through, which was cleared in the end by Schindler. Still potentially alive here with Ashley Young. Did well to get it in, and Lukaku tried the volley, which was far from straightforward, in fairness to him. Herrera. A little bit of space now for Mata, just couldn't quite take it in his stride. Hogg able to regain possession for Huddersfield, who come forward now with Ince. Jones with the challenge on De Poitre. And Jones first to it again. Brilliant from Valencia. And he's carried on. the Ecuador international, and now Manchester United have got numbers forward. Can he pick the pass? It's Lingard. And Mata beaten to it. Valencia once more. And again, Huddersfield have got bodies back. Now, Phil Jones, who was only just past fit today, looks as though his day is over. Making those two earlier tackles and the impact of it. And that was the first one with the Poitre. And then his second one with Moy. He's played every minute of the Premier League so far. It's his left thigh they're looking at, but it looks as though the Swedish international Victor Lindelof is going to get his second Premier League appearance, and it will be a lot longer than his first, which was a 93rd minute debut at Anfield 7 days ago. So the 23-year-old is on alongside Chris Smalling. He says he doesn't moan about injuries, but perhaps there's another one to his list. The man they paid almost £40 million for from Benfica is on, and here's his first touch. That went straight to Hogg. Moy. Danny Williams. Here's Smith. Went for the return. Martial and Smith part 3. Goal kick. Matic. Smalling. He's now started the last 3 Premier League games for Manchester United. Lukaku. And he's trying to flick that to Lingard. It's not quite happening in that kind of area for the visitors at the moment. The Poitre in ahead of Lindelof. Patience very much the key for Manchester United. Here's Martial. Matic. Lukaku asking for it. That certainly got caught on the wind. Two years in charge next month. Certainly enjoyed his eventful time in West Yorkshire. Whether he'll enjoy his first season of management in any top division, only time will tell. Forward from Lerva. Hogg, dispossessed by Lukaku, but it fell to Moy. He's given it straight to Valencia. Scrappy at the moment, and that will suit Huddersfield Town. They'll have no complaints about that. Herrera. Mata with the heavy touch, and he allowed Moy to get in. Now he's got Depoitre with him. Ince is bursting forward as well here. Tom Ince, and still kept out by De Gea. Moy! Huddersfield in front. Aaron Moy, the Australian, once of Manchester City, scores against Manchester United. And the last Huddersfield player to do that was Frank Worthington back in 1971 in a league fixture. And it all came from the error from Juan Mata. Moy was onto it, but Watkins burst into the penalty area. De Gea kept out the first effort, and Aaron Moy swept home the second. The man who got the winner here against Newcastle United will remember his second Premier League goal as he fired it past De Gea. "28 minutes gone. Huddersfield Town 1, Manchester United 0. They will have heard the noise in Manchester, that's for sure. Not a moment Juan Mata will want to remember. Unfortunately for the Spaniard, it was punished. Here's Lingard. And that's a Manchester United corner. First corner of the game. Taken quickly, and it dropped to Ince. If it was possible to increase the decibel level around the John Smith Stadium, that Aaron Moy goal has done just that. Lingard. Herrera onto his left foot. Deflected for a corner. Huddersfield's second goal in only 7 games to put them in front. Just their 6th of the season. Mata's corner. Free header for Schindler. Manchester United throw. Valencia. What is the Manchester United response? That's given away by Herrera. Moy was stretching for that one. Herrera didn't like the challenge. Wasn't high, just a spoken to for the Australian. Matic lifting it forward. Lukaku was onside. Huddersfield a little upset that the flag didn't go up. Looked off. The Poitre trying to put Smalling under pressure. Well, all about that from De Gea. He won't be adding to his 7 Premier League clean sheets so far this season. It's only the second time they've been behind in the Premier League all season. Manchester United, they were behind for just 2 minutes against Stoke in their away draw. They have to come from behind here. Martial. Mata. Lingard. Can they find a way through the organised defensive shape of Huddersfield? But remember, has conceded 6 goals in their last 2 games. The Poitre's going to take that. Mistake by Lindelof, 2-0. 2 mistakes, 2 goals for Huddersfield. Laurent de Poitre and Huddersfield are ripping up the script here. Route 1, huge kick from Lursel. Lindelof completely misjudged it. And de Poitre calmly and gleefully accepted the gift. He scored on his full debut here against Leicester. It's his 2nd Premier League goal. And it's Huddersfield's 2nd of the day. Basic defending from Lindelof, which he didn't do. And credit the Belgian, alive to the situation. Well, they're pinching themselves in West Yorkshire with this scoreline after 34 minutes of Huddersfield Town 2, Manchester United 0. 2 goals in 5 minutes have made his frown even greater. And 2 elementary errors from Jose Mourinho's team, punished emphatically by Huddersfield. Matic. Now Martial just ran into the Huddersfield wall. Williams on that occasion. Manchester United may have had all the possession, but they haven't made Jonas Lursel make a save in the Huddersfield goal yet. Can they change it here? Young. It's deep and it's too deep. It's off the head of Schindler. Cleared by Ince. Matic. Manchester United shell-shocked. 10 minutes to half-time. Mata. Herrera. Matic trying to lift it through towards Lingard. Cleared by Jorgensen. Martial. Herrera's gone for the return here. No free kick. Lee Mason unmoved. Might even have been inside the penalty area, that challenge. Here's Matic. How can Young pick out a Manchester United shirt? He was trying to guide that into Lukaku. Matic. Young again. Matic just wanted too much time. The adrenaline is pumping through the Huddersfield veins. Matic. Martial. Still Martial. Excellent defending from Schindler. Moy. Well, this was Herrera's coming together with Kachunga. I think Herrera is looking for that. Lindelof in. Long from Young. Kachunga. Free kick to Huddersfield. Kachunga has a problem. He's going to have to be replaced here. Actually, Van La Parra, the Dutchman, former Wolves player, on in his place. Van La Parra straight in the action. De Poitre. Now Moy. Van La Parra's onside if he can reach it, which he couldn't quite. That's gone Huddersfield's way. And Manchester United beginning to show their frustration. Five minutes to half-time. Perhaps even the most optimistic of Huddersfield Town supporters wouldn't have imagined this situation approaching the break. Martial. Over hit by Smith. Valencia. I have to say Huddersfield's game plan working like clockwork to this point. Manchester United have to find a way to get through that rear guard, and that's comfortable for Jorgensen. Now Moy. De Poitre. Williams. Referee's going to give a drop ball there. David Wagner very sportingly telling Van La Parra to give it back to De Gea. Matic into Mata. He was fouled in the end, Juan Mata, by Hogg. Free kick taken quickly. Herrera. In from Herrera. Comfortable for Van La Parra. Matic. Lukaku dispossessed by Schindler. Valencia back to retrieve it for Manchester United. Lukaku up against Lerva, and Ince helping him out as well. Herrera. That was a poor ball to Matic from Martial, and here goes Van La Parra for Huddersfield. Waiting for support to arrive. And in the end, Smalling committed the foul. His team have been well drilled, and when given two opportunities, they've converted them both. Moy into De Poitre, with two goal scorers in this first half. Still in play. Clever play from De Poitre to get Huddersfield their second corner of this first half, which has a little over 30 seconds to run. In from Aaron Moy, all the way through, away by Valencia. Jose Mourinho has already gone down the tunnel into the Manchester United dressing room. 3 minutes of time to add on. They didn't deal with that. Van La Parra, very important interception from Antonio Valencia. The Manchester United manager has seen enough. He won't be watching these 3 minutes of stoppage time. while he prepares his words, very important ones at that, for his team during the break. There was no contact there on Van La Parra. Lindelof. Martial. 4 players in front of him. Manchester United corner. Now third of this first half, where they have barely threatened so far. Young to take it. Matic beaten to it. Swept in by Lingard. Jorgensen's header. Mata. Smalling. Couldn't quite get over it. Martial unable to make anything of that. Herrera into Lingard. Heavy touch from him and put behind by Schindler. Final minute of stoppage time at the end of this first half. Lingard's corner. Lössl backpedaled off the head of Martial. Herrera. And then Matic! Deflected wide for another corner. All a little untidy until it came to the Serbian. Young this time. The Poitra's defensive header. Herrera. Final few seconds of stoppage time at the end of the first half. Cleared by Williams. Van La Parra around Young. Well, Huddersfield wish it was full time, because at half time they are in a situation no one expected them to be in. 2 mistakes from Manchester United, 2 goals from Moy and De Poitre. Huddersfield 2, Manchester United 0.
Good look after if it stays like this. I'll be in the press room if you need me. I think this is a good time for Scotty to show his medal. Yeah, Mark Scott's. I've lost my voice. Yeah. I sense it might be one of the cases when you don't need it anyway, because Mkhitaryan and Rashford. 19. Just gone for. I suspect Wagner's keeping him in as well.
Jose Mourinho's reaction at half-time is to remove Mata and Martial and introduce Henrik Mkhitaryan and Marcus Rashford for Manchester United. So Manchester United trying to come from 2 down with those 2 changes, get the second half underway. Jose Mourinho's got to try and do something he's never done before in the Premier League, and that's win a game when losing by 2 goals. Manchester United have lost only 2 of their last 37 Premier League matches. Well, they certainly have some work to do in this one. Lindelof, nowhere near Lukaku. High foot on Lapara. Let me tell you, he sent his team out a good 5 minutes before Huddersfield for the start of this second half. I think his facial expression tells you everything. He'd wish it was full time, and he'll know it's only halfway there. This is Herrera, who's been switched to right back for this second half. Valencia playing ahead of him. Mkhitaryan. Lingard. Matic. Just a little too intricate in the end. Lindelof under pressure from De Poitre. Huddersfield throw. £3.5 million signing from Porto. Able to face Lindelof last season for Benfica. Renewing acquaintances on a windy West Yorkshire afternoon. Van Lapara felt he was held back. Lee Mason didn't. Long from Herrera, and too long for Rashford. Manchester United had 1 shot on target in the first half. Rashford right up there alongside Lukaku now. Young's throw, away by Smith. Hog in first. Nemanja Matic. Mkhitaryan, closed down by Moy. Here goes Valencia. Again, full credit to Huddersfield. No time on the ball there for Mkhitaryan. Hog it was who won it back. Moy. Ince. Now Smith. Wanted it back from Van La Parra. Had have gone out of play. And they've been in Manchester United's faces, but when they've had the opportunity to try and play, they've certainly done so. So far, Huddersfield. Matic has overhit that. Valencia. Lukaku. Hogg again to win it back for Huddersfield. Young. Every Huddersfield player back inside their own half, protecting their 2-goal lead. Valencia. Young went for the return. Schindler across. Huddersfield aware that those concentration levels that have been so good so far must be maintained. Lingard. 4 players around him. And he's got Manchester United a corner. Lingard with it. Lersel got something on it. Moy got plenty on it. Here's Lukaku. Valencia. Mkhitaryan. So congested in there, so many bodies in there. But here's Young. That was well wide in the end from Ashley Young, who's only scored 1 goal since April 2015. This is what, so far, Huddersfield are reducing Manchester United to. Well, Dennis Law has a lot to thank Huddersfield for. 82 appearances for them. Here with the family today. A scorer on Manchester United's last league visit, which was far more straightforward than this one. That 3-0 win in 1971. Manchester United are playing into this strong wind as well in the second half. Another one of the goal scorers here today. He won't be enjoying what he's watching either. Lindelof wasn't strong in the challenge there. Herrera. No way through for Rashford. Van La Parra. Fouled by Matic. Lindelof across. Huddersfield throw. Van La Parra. Away by Herrera. Straight to Jorgensen. Back from Lerva. Now Smalling. Now can Manchester United use this situation? Lingard into the path of Mkhitaryan. Lukaku. Again, Huddersfield got so many bodies back quickly. Rashford. Well, that just about sums up Manchester's day thus far. Sluggish, out of sorts, and at the moment hugely frustrated. I'm expecting Rashford to whip that in towards Lukaku. Flag is up on the far side. Here's Young. Rashford trying to get in behind, watched all the way by Jorgensen. Lingard. De Poitre. Lindelof tidying up. Now Rashford. Manchester United desperate to try and use his pace. And they've got a free kick out of that. Jorgensen with the foul. Manchester United in desperate need of a potential route back into this game. Rashford's free kick. The flag was up anyway against Herrera. Herrera himself wasn't off, but 2 or 3 were. Van La Parra. Oh, he was pulled back there by Ashley Young. Who knows what's coming next? That was the only way he was stopping him. Excellent skill, pace and power from the Dutchman. He's beaten Young. Free kick to Huddersfield. Moyes' free kick. Wasn't the best connection, came back to Van La Parra, blocked by Herrera and cleared by Ashley Young. Now Valencia. We've had an hour, and Manchester United, who've scored 21 league goals this season, still haven't fashioned an opportunity of any note. Against Huddersfield, who'd shipped 6 goals in the last 2 games. Matic. Rashford. Lerver with the challenge. Mkhitaryan can't get that under control. Rashford, lovely turn. Oh, he knew he had a player to his right. The flag was up, though. Mkhitaryan was offside. It's much more recognisable from Manchester United. Rashford at the heart of it. No need to debate that one. They need a little bit more of that. The visitors. Not a pleasant day in every shape at the moment for Jose Mourinho. Moy. Good strength from Williams. In from Van La Parra, away by Smalling. Denmark international Jorgensen moving too freely for Huddersfield at the moment. Smith. Manchester United throw. Given the fact their next 2 Premier League games, Lingard lost out there. Van La Parra's cross. De Poitre on the floor. Good work from Valencia in the end. Mkhitaryan. Now can Manchester United launch the counter? Now Lingard was trying to find Rashford. Now Moy for Huddersfield. Matic across with Moy. Mkhitaryan. Disappointing ball from Matic. And Aaron Moy is going in the referee's notebook for that earlier challenge. And the scorer of Huddersfield's first goal. And this is why. On Valencia. Manchester United free kick. Matic. They know time is of the essence. They're inside the last 25 minutes. Away by Smith. Lindelof. Another misplaced Manchester United pass. Van La Parra for Huddersfield. Smith on the overlap. Oh, he was trying to find Van La Parra. Really good link up down the Huddersfield right. And they have a corner. Van La Parra in particular, since he came on because of the injury to Kachunga. This looked very bright. Huddersfield's third corner of the game. Aaron Moy to take it. Looking for the flick at that near post. Young nipped in. Mkhitaryan. Late challenge from Tom Ince. Manchester United free kick. Which is taken too quickly for Lee Mason's liking. Lindelof. Manchester United still searching for some light at the end of the tunnel, which is a pretty dark one in West Yorkshire at the moment. Young. Matic. Couldn't find Mkhitaryan. Midway point in the second half, and the pattern of the game Manchester United have not been able to change, or indeed the scoreline. Rashford. Cut out by Jorgensen. Van La Parra turned into trouble. And again, another overhit. Delivery. This time from Young. It's a lonely place, that technical area at the moment. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . .. . .. . .. . . . . .. .. .. .. Well, the scorer of Huddersfield's second goal, Ron de Poitre, is going to depart, and that is going to allow the return from injury after 4 games out in the Premier League of the club record signing Steve Mounier. He burst onto the scene with those 2 goals in his debut on the opening day against Crystal Palace. Small. Manchester United are huffing and puffing, but nothing more than that at the moment. 20 minutes to go. All 3 changes made, remember, for Jose Mourinho. Here's Valencia. Did have Herrera in support. Matic. Rashford coming short. Trying to find Lukaku. Not quite on that occasion. Premier League's top scorer has had very little service today. Matic. Herrera. Rashford. A little look up, trying to find somebody in space, and it's found its way through to Valencia. He's floated it in towards Lingard, away by Jorgensen. Matic. Huddersfield again so well set defensively. Not a lot of space in which to operate, if any, at times. Here's Herrera. Lukaku demanding it. It's gone wide to Valencia instead. Lingard, Matic. Ashley Young. Blocked by Smith. Rashford. Huddersfield free kick. Mounier's flick. Lindelof. Long from Matic. Herrera. Lukaku. Mkhitaryan's flick. Valencia is offside. Lover. Mounier. Ince with the pullback. That will come to Jesse Lingard. Van La Parra chasing him. Lingard against Smith. Manchester United throw. They know time is ticking away here. Rashford and Lukaku unable to link up. Herrera. Lukaku's turn. This is Rashford. Young's cross, touched towards goal and kept out by Lörsel. The very first time he's been called to make a save, the Denmark international, and he was equal to it. Mkhitaryan. Inside the last quarter of an hour. Valencia. Matic. In from Herrera. Didn't come to Lukaku. Matic first to it. Well defended by Huddersfield. Van La Parra. Williams wanted the early ball. Huddersfield get a throw instead. Ashley Young's delivery, little touch from Herrera. And Lörsel, those concentration levels maintained. Kept clean sheets in each of his first 3 Premier League games. Still has today's intact. Lukaku. Up against Löwer now. Early cross. Rashford! Manchester United hope. Made by Lukaku. Finished by Marcus Rashford. 13 minutes to play, and Manchester United have one back. Terrific delivery from Lukaku. Clinical header from Rashford. He has his 3rd Premier League goal of the season. And Manchester United may have a kickstart for the remainder of the game. Valencia. Rashford was waiting again in the penalty area. Smalling. Mkhitaryan pushed off the ball there by Smith. Valencia. Yellow card there for Danny Williams as well for that challenge. Lingard. Valencia. Lukaku. Dispossessed by Moy. Mopped up there by Smith. Lindelof. Could be a long 10 minutes for the Huddersfield supporters inside this stadium. Lingard. Herrera's dummy. Smith's clearance. Those Huddersfield supporters trying to play their part again. The goal has not dampened their spirits at all. Lingard. Four in the penalty area here for Manchester United. Just off the head of Smith. Matic. Young takes charge. Lukaku trying to get there and couldn't. Christoph Bühler and David Wagner deep in conversation. Huddersfield have not beaten Manchester United in a league fixture since 1952. They are 8.5 minutes away from doing so. Young. Rashford up against Lerva, early delivery. Safely taken by Lörsel. Lukaku was waiting right behind him. Lindelof. Lingard. Smalling joining in, cleared by Lerva. Rashford's touch, Lingard took it in his stride and then overhit it. Well, Meunier's dispossessed Matic, inches ahead of him. Lindelof with the interception. Huddersfield trying to get one at one end to settle it once and for all. Manchester United attacking at the other, trying to rescue something. Herrera. Valencia. Clipped in, Rashford was waiting, Schindler in the way. Into Manchester United corner off Tom Ince. Young with it. Oh, it was an uncomfortable one, hammered away in the end by Meunier. Lingard. Rashford on the run, trying to find Lukaku. Couldn't quite. Van La Parra now for Huddersfield. Only really Meunier up with him. Still Van La Parra. Hasn't really got a great deal of support here. It's a Manchester United throw. Time is of the essence for Jose Mourinho's team. 5 minutes of the 90 remaining. Herrera. Forward from Young, held up in the wind. Smalling, he's been sent forward now for the last 5 minutes. Lingard, Lukaku waiting, goalkeeper was impeded. It's a free kick to Huddersfield. Didn't look the most convincing, Jonas Lörsel, in that situation. Looked a fair jump as well from Lukaku. They are 4 minutes away from dreamland. They couldn't have envisaged this fixture a few seasons ago, let alone this scoreline. But can Manchester United deny them their day in the remaining 3.5 minutes? Mkhitaryan. Van La Parra in the way. Huddersfield maintain their defensive line. They're not coming out at this stage. In from Mkhitaryan, too strong for Rashford. Is his team's unbeaten Premier League start coming to an end? Are they about to lose for only the third time in 38 Premier League games? Well, the owner's getting involved as well, and why not? Williams. Ince was the target. De Gea was the sweeper. Well, they've scored 10 goals in the last 10 minutes of games this season, Manchester United. They have been strong finishers. Have they anything in their locker today to rescue something from the match? Van La Parra there at the other end. De Gea's coming to meet him. Oh, and he didn't really do what he expected to do. Manchester United survive. And here they come, trying to build in the 89th minute. Mkhitaryan. All a little desperate now. Lingard. Forward from Lindelof, flicked on by Smalling, but harmlessly so. Watches being checked all around the stadium in the last minutes of the 90. Van La Parra. Caught by Mkhitaryan. Huddersfield free kick. He knows he's almost there. 4 minutes to be precise away. Van La Parra. He's round Matic. Off Smalling. Huddersfield corner. Taken short to Van La Parra. Manchester United throw. Well, Matic can't get that. Van La Parra. Young did well to retrieve that. Manchester United need to get this forward though. Valencia. Smalling helps it on. Schindler did really well. Moy. The seconds weren't it quick enough as far as Huddersfield are concerned. Long from De Gea. Lukaku beaten to it and hooked away by Moy. Jose's control wasn't too bad. 2 of the 4 minutes added on have elapsed. Late change for Huddersfield. Scott Malone for Tom Ince. Long from De Gea. Smalling can't apply the touch. Van La Parra. Offside flag was up anyway against Williams. Well, this will be last chance saloon for Manchester United. Long from Mkhitaryan. Smalling. Oh, Huddersfield to be denied their famous day. Lukaku. Herrera. In from Valencia. Blocked by Moy. 1 more minute of stoppage time to go. Mkhitaryan. Off the head of Schindler. It's fallen to Smalling. What a block by Jorgensen. Put his body on the line there. It's back in from Young. And that should be the goalkeeper's, or his own player challenged him. Might come to Lukaku. Cleared by Lerva. What an end. Final few seconds. Matic has given it away. Lee Mason's looked at his watch once. He still hasn't blown the whistle. He has now. It's a famous day for Huddersfield Town. They have beaten Manchester United in a league fixture for the first time since 1952. And they are the first team this season in the Premier League to inflict defeat on Jose Mourinho's team. And just look at the scenes and listen to the noise. A fixture they were dreaming of years ago. A scoreline that will take a while to sink in. Huddersfield Town 2, Manchester United 1.